You are listening to Seek Purpose, the podcast, where guests share how they have survived their pain, explored their passions, and found their purpose.
We are the platform that gives a voice to journeys of recovery and the opportunity to get inspired by those who have overcome their hurts, habits, and hang-ups.
You've found your pathway to recovery. Now it's time to find your pathway to purpose.
Subscribe to the show, join our online community, and become a purpose seeker today.
All right, so good to see everybody, and welcome to the Just 424 Live-a-thon. Jessica, you were here last year. You guys can check that out. It was I can't believe how much has happened in a year, but
right.
This has been amazing. I'm like grinning ear to ear. I cannot believe what is happening. Last year we were just a live show like this. That's pretty much all we did. This year we've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I'd probably say thousands at this point, videos coming in of people sharing how they're having fun in sobriety, which is just blowing us away. The New York Post picked up a story. We were on King 5 News. Like, recovery is making moves and waves, and people want to hear about it. So we are so happy to have such amazing, powerful women here to speak about their journeys in recovery and how they have fun sober. Let's get started. Why don't we just do introductions first? So let's start with Alexandra. Do you want to introduce yourself and what you do with Sober Active Canada?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Alex, addict and alcoholic. I definitely do label myself. So I don't know, where do you want me to start? A little bit about my backstory and how I got to Sober Active Canada, or just go into Sober Active Canada, what I'm doing there. And
yeah, let's talk about what's going on right now. We're just going to do introductions and then we'll get into it.
Okay. So I'm the head coach and founder of Sober Active Canada, which is a national nonprofit organization, but it's a recovery-based sober active community, fostering health, hope, and healing from coast to coast to coast. And we're a community of like-minded individuals, all addicted to bettering ourselves. So we host, we just had our first virtual workout and 12-step style format meeting this morning to mark Just for 2-4. So look out for that. We're going to be doing more stuff online, especially now with the pandemic. I think it's kind of the wave of the future. And there was some interest to have them on a monthly basis. So I'm going to start hosting those on a monthly basis. We also feature on our Instagram account. Right now we're only on Instagram, but every 2 weeks we do on a rotational basis. I bring you what we like to call Recovery MVP of the Week. So it's I rotate between one female, one male, usually a Canadian, that's doing some amazing work in the recovery community in Canada. We just share their experience, strength, and hope, and also, the benefits of fitness, nutrition, the mental exercise, the physical exercise, and the spiritual exercise that they're doing on a daily basis to strengthen and nourish their recovery. So we do have a platform to share other people's stories. And hopefully once the pandemic is over, start having our locally based events again, which is a group physical activity. So going hiking, or, we're planning something in Montreal to do paddle boarding on the Lachine Canal, and coupled with a 12-step style format meeting again. Our meetings are topical discussions all around, like, self-care is an important phase in recovery, really lifestyle management, right? We're trying to affect lifestyle habit changes. Recovery is absolutely a lifestyle. And just affecting lifestyle habit change. And, so those self-care practices, fitness in recovery, nutrition in recovery. I don't think we can get away from the fact that physical activity is actually a known relapse prevention tool. And, our guiding principle is healthy self, heal thyself. So, the words are comprised of each other. And so just carrying that message of health, hope, and healing.
Beautiful. Thank you, Alex. And you actually hosted a Zoom workout this morning for Just for 24, where you did a meditation and yoga, and then had a meeting after. And oh my gosh, it was so cool. I got to pop in for a second before we started the live. So thank you so much for that. We hope that going forward on Just for 24, we'll have a ton of people having their own events, and hopefully we'll be in person. Mama Kay, do you want to introduce yourself and all you're doing for the recovery community?
Hey, yeah. My name is Lesley, aka Mama Kay. It's kind of what I am on everything. I really don't know how that started. Actually, first, my biggest accomplishment is I'm a mother of an 8-year-old and 7-year-old triplets. I know that has nothing to do with recovery, but I feel the need to throw that out there. It's my big flex. I am a nationally certified recovery coach. I have a podcast, The Recovery Scene, and what we do is it's interviews with people whose lives have been touched by addiction. So whether it's an addict who has gone through addiction and into recovery, or a mother, or a son, etc. We want to give these stories a voice, and we want to show people that yes, there is hope, but there's also the other side, and I don't mean to be like the wet blanket and everything, but there is the other side, the mother that lost the son, or etc. So we want to give these stories, give these people a voice, and spread awareness. That's what we're here to do. So that's our mission. Thanks for making me follow Alexandra.
Oh my gosh, I love you, Mama Kay. We're gonna have to get to your chickens later. Jessica, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us about Sober Girls Guide and all of the amazing things you're up to?
Yes, hi. Thank you so much for having me again, year 2. Woo! I am Jessica. I'm the founder and creator of a Sober Girls Guide, which is really morphed into a whole other hemisphere, really. Started off as a blog and social media stuff, and has grown into a podcast and a community. And now I am really kind of narrowing down. I found what I'm currently working on is helping people find other sober girls in their cities and towns. I find it's really hard, to really fully relate and connect to people. Yes, the internet is fantastic. It's great to talk to someone in Germany or China or Australia. That is fabulous. But to really build that on that one-dimensional connection, it's really nice to find sober girls in your backyard. So that's what I'm currently working on, and it's going really great. Everyone is just really excited to find sober girls in their area, or sober curious girls, whatever that looks like for you, wherever you're at in your recovery journey, and just to really help each other out, right? Like that's what we're all here for, is to help each other out. So
Wow.
that's where I'm at.
That's incredible. Oh my gosh, that's going to be such a gift. I think there's a very special thing in my own recovery journey, like working with women, being in community with women. When I came into recovery, I was very skeptical of other women because I didn't have really great relationships with them when I was drinking. Like there was a lot of lying, backstabbing, cattiness, not great stuff. So coming in, it's like, I have one foot in and one foot out with women relationships, but those have really been the backbone of my recovery. That's who I turn to when I'm struggling, when really hard things hit the fan. And, sober women, we get each other more than talking to someone who drinks, because they're just like, well, have a glass of wine, like relax.
Yeah.
I can't.
Or just don't drink. It's like, oh, wow, why didn't I think of that? Unbelievable. And I'll relax too while I'm at it. Like, get out of here.
Oh, man. People have the best advice. Okay, so we're talking about having fun in recovery this year. We really want it to be about like, how do we bring joy into the day? So Mama Kay, I'd love to start with you. Like, what do you do now that you're sober to have fun?
Remember, I have 4 little kids. So I made a video of us earlier, and we were playing Flickin' Chicken. And it's literally 4 rubber chickens and a target. And you throw them and you try and hit the target. And it was the funniest thing. And so really my thing is I got sober when my children were, thank God, 18 months and 1 and 2.5 months, or 2.5 years. Sorry, I get it all mixed up. And so I have been able to be present and accounted for in their lives. And as my recovery has gone on, I've found that what really brings me the joy is doing stuff with them. You know, like I have to remember, this sounds so horrible. I have to remember to date my husband, you know, he's there too. And we go out to dinner and we do fun stuff as well, you know, but I love like taking them to we live in the South now, we moved from Michigan. So taking them to these little festivals, like the Sweet Potato Festival and the Onion Festival. And yeah, that stuff is just so awesome. And you know, I made a video recently because a lot of people, sober is boring. Sober's not boring. You're boring. Get up, get out of the house. Like, you know, like Alexandra said, movement is important. You don't have to be doing some crazy exercise. Get out and go for a walk, do something, find a hobby you'd never do before, join something you wouldn't do before. You know, sober is not boring. We get boring.
Yeah, you kind of lean on the alcohol to have all the fun for you because you just that was for me for sure. I had anxiety, so I drink so I could feel like myself. Yeah, I've had more fun doing the dishes sometimes now than I did ever at a club where I got blackout drunk and didn't remember what I did and lost my phone. And
right, I cared so much about fitting in, I was killing myself to do it.
Wow, yeah, absolutely. How about you, Jessica? You have some really cool events that before the pandemic happened. I got to be a part of a Galentine's Day event that you had. Like, you don't just have fun in recovery, you help everyone else have fun in recovery. And I know you used to be a DJ, so where did that stem from? Like,
well, I definitely like to keep my recovery spicy, and that can be like literally anything. I love being a kid. Like, I get so excited about like just geeking out and like going to like petting zoos. I love animals. But also like, I mean, they're not open right now, but like, I don't know, like going to like theme parks or like riding my bike and like treating myself. Like, I wish that Dairy Queen had like a frequent visitor card because I would be killing it right now. Dairy Queen cake is like the ultimate. I think just really being a kid and being able to be like goofy and like light. And I think like in order to really like get there and be like, I mean, because that's what I was like totally searching for when I would drink, right? Like I want to be so easygoing and relaxed and like the fun party girl. But like I really needed to kind of address like some inside stuff as to why I wasn't like that naturally before I could like trust myself and really fully, you know, be goofy and be like this person that I truly and genuinely are. So I think, yes, like music and all those like topical things are fantastic and they really help you kind of get out of your own way. But self-development and self-expansion, like here we come, baby. Like buckle up. It is a wild ride and I love every minute of it. I love scaring the crap out of myself with my own like self-discovery. And that gives me the foundation to really trust myself and know that like no matter how silly or stupid or maybe I'll say the wrong thing, maybe I'll fall. Who knows what I'll do, but I can trust myself that it's okay. Like I can be silly and crazy and still be loved.
yeah, you really get to fail forward when you're in recovery, when you're sober. Like these things don't destroy your life and take you down and, you know, you don't lose your job and whatever. Like you get to learn from your mistakes and move forward and you don't, well, I'll speak for myself. Don't end up quitting as many things because you like messed it up once and you're embarrassed or whatever. Like I found so many things I used to suffer through, I now grow through, and it's just the most beautiful thing. So I love what you're doing. Thank you so much. Alex, tell us about
now I have to follow Jessica and Lesley because when I find fun, probably nobody else will find fun. But honestly, you know, I was asked the question, you know, one day I decided, and on April 22nd, 2017, one day I decided, unbeknownst to me, to change my entire world. Like, if I knew my life was going to be this way today, I would have done this fucking years ago, right? Like, I just can't even believe the shit that's been happening to me in recovery. However, I'm a certified health and lifestyle coach now. I only work with other recovering addicts and alcoholics. I'm a competitive bodybuilder. So what I find fun, obviously, my training, the gym, connecting with others, working with others, and I think it was Mother's Recovery Society. I forget her name. I was watching it earlier. And I had actually wrote, because she said, what I find fun, other people might not find fun or whatever, or I'm boring. But I wrote, you're of service. And that's what I really find fun, helping others. I'm so passionate about it. That's my jam, so I'm always connecting. And I had even forgotten, I do lives now with my recovery MVPs off of Sober Active Canada every other week. I'm doing lives out of my personal account, Alexi Talbot _healthy XXL, with other women in recovery, badass bitches, I like to call them. Other women in recovery who have, we're all so different, yet we're all the same, right? So finding their commonalities in their recovery journeys and their stories, and having just a 1 hour live discussion with them. I have those on a bi-weekly basis. This is what I love doing, right? So right now, just looking to expand Sober Active Canada. I'm going to go for my pro card at the end of this year. When I came into recovery on April 22nd, 2017, I was 225 pounds. So don't think competitive bodybuilding. I thought I would be a decorated competitive. I had never even thought about competitive bodybuilding before in my life, and I was hitting the stage 15 months later. I'm absolutely in love with it. I just came back in November from representing our country, at Musclemania Universe in Vegas. My life today is completely different than what it ever was. It's just unbelievable. And, I guess you could say I'm a sober woman thriving in her purpose-driven life, and I want to open Canada's first recovery-based gym. The active sober movement is alive and thriving internationally, especially in the States. So just bringing that to Canada, because we don't have a recovery-based gym yet. And then with Sober Active Canada, it was actually bringing the movement to my Canadian peers and fellows. And yeah, so.
Beautiful. We absolutely love watching everything you're doing, and we get to get connected with other Canadians in recovery through what you're doing as well. It's really cool to kind of get a good view of that niche of these people that are all trying to change their lives. So,
and there's so many of us doing amazing things.
It's so many.
Alex, that story, Jess and I are just going to go. So you can talk. I am so impressed. That's awesome. That is, I kind of want to be you a little bit. That's so cool. Congratulations. That is so cool.
Thank you.
We actually had Alex on earlier in our season. Actually, I think it was season 3. And she shared her full story there. And definitely, I wish we had more time because it's such a great story. So I definitely recommend going and listening to that. Before we let you guys go, we're going to do a giveaway. So Sober Girls Guide, why don't you tell us what you are donating to this prize giveaway?
Yeah, I was thinking, instead of doing a t-shirt, could we do a necklace?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Absolutely. Okay, guys. Start commenting. I think Suzanne's probably been on it, but start commenting if you get the right number.
So either silver or gold, and it says, I should have worn mine. I literally just got out of the shower. But it says sober on it instead of your name. People can mistake your name as sober, and it's a really fun conversation.
They're actually really, really cute. If you go to sobergirlsguide.com, you have a merchandise tab, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
You can find all of the stuff she has. I love your stuff. I have a Sober Girls varsity sweater. I never got to go to college, but I get to be in the University of Sober. So I love it.
Ian actually just left with the debit card just in case somebody sold cool stuff.
Safe. That's smart.
Oh, you're in trouble, Lesley. There's so many cool things being sold here today.
I know. I'm getting that necklace and the sweatshirt. It's just happening.
Okay, we have a winner. Jess Curley, you have won the Sober Girls Guide giveaway. Oh, I'm glad it was a girl. You're going to be getting a Sober Girl necklace. Pardon?
Guys could wear it too. Whatever. Get a little spice on your sobriety.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So thank you I can't even thank you enough for being here and supporting the Just for 24 movement. Please keep sharing the hashtag, share this live. We are making waves in the recovery community. I'm beside myself. I've literally laughed and cried pretty much this whole week on and off, continuously smiling, and my cheeks hurt horribly. So I'm really excited for tomorrow.
Can I fit something in real quick? I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Totally forgot. This just happened today. I don't know if you all know who Freeway Rick Ross is. The real Rick Ross. He built a, he's an actor, author, best-selling author now. He went to jail for building a huge drug empire in the United States. And he has become an activist. And May 11th, he will be on the recovery scene.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So
I love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I feel like alcoholism and addiction tries to take the most talented, beautiful, wonderful people, because everyone I meet in recovery, they're just up to the most incredible things,
Right.
heart of gold, wanting to give back. So yeah, if you're sitting there on the fence wondering if you should put down a drink, like, please, I hope, just try one day, just for 24, put it down, see how waking up tomorrow without a hangover feels. Like, really give it a shot, try and enjoy yourself booze free. And if you need support, there is a lot of help out there, especially since the pandemic. Everything's online. You can access a meeting or a community like the Sober Girls Guide. Has an amazing community. Get connected with people online, fill your social media up with recovery, and it's going to be hard not to be inspired.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
Totally.
Thank you guys so much for joining us here. We'll let you go now.
Thanks, Brooke.
Bye.
So awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this.